Guys, I will give my personal customized review. Hold on. Okay, Jack, this is the very beginning. I felt the need to add my unique perspective on the Elon Musk drama around Path of Exile. Here's full video.
He played it.
Yeah, but it's like if a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces you to concentrate.
I have a recording in DMs with Elon Musk that might shed some light in the situation.
There's no way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for him. 100%.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Just ran past Kazorbs! He just ran past the Kazorb!
Now, what I think is even funnier about this is that it obviously calls into question him playing Diablo 4.
Hold on.
D4 was so fucking easy, people couldn't even tell. They're like, yeah, is this like a random noob or is this the best player in the world? Like, I don't know. I mean...
In some strange turn of events in the weirdest timeline imaginable, a poor trailer park boy, that's me by the way, ended up playing Diablo 4 with the richest man alive, Elon Musk. As fate would have it, I made a terrible video about a terrible build, and it was an instant hit. I was a part of an elite squad who exclusively played Druid. Not just because we hated ourselves, but also because Rax showed us that if we worked hard enough, we could deal 17 damage someday. And one of those Chads was the man himself, Elon Keanu Reeves Musk. Okay, Google actually says that his middle name is Reeve, but they're both beyond reproach, so... It's
slow down,
basically the
chat.
same
Slow down,
thing,
chat.
right?
Just build into it.
Right?
Is this guy glazing?
I don't know
get
how
it.
to break this to you guys, but Elon Musk is a fucking nerd. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that a guy who builds rockets and jumps like this might be a sweaty gamer. But I'll let you listen to our conversation and...
Okay.
Just bought my first house XQCL.
I think he has a big part in SpaceX, whatever. I don't think he built a rocket, but still massive.
rockets and jumps like...
And also, if you jump like this, you're more likely to be a gamer. Guys, I'm the debunker. I have to be thorough about this. All good though.
35.
If you jump like this, you're probably a gamer.
might be a sweaty gamer. But I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times with Quake. So I actually made money in I had the first paid tournament in the US.
Nice.
And we came second. We would have come first, except I was the second best guy on the team. Best guy on the team's computer crashed halfway through the game, so we came second in the end. But
guys, now we need Slasher, guys. To really debunking chat, we need Slasher. Slasher chat knows everything about Quake. If somebody knows about the first ever tournament of Quake, it's fucking Slasher. So Slasher's got to come out of the woodworks and debunk this, but it's all good though.
I put ridiculous amounts of
5
time into
more
Quake,
months
and
and
then my company was going bankrupt, so I had to stop playing. But I play games just to kind of like if it's a hard game, I'm forced to concentrate.
Yeah.
And then it quiets the demons in my mind, killing the demons in the game.
That makes sense. Fair enough. Wait, that's it? Aslan behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And then I think he posted a screenshot here, right? But I think it's deleted. I'll see it.
Yeah, but it's like...
But Elon...
Well, I didn't see it at night.
Sounds like
I
me
touched
with
3.
Minecraft.
Yeah, that game sure has staying power.
Now, not only was this a year ago, but I was also a random on the internet. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
chat,
think my mind...
guys, what does this prove though? Can I be honest, chat? Guys, no disrespect to anybody. What does this prove though? That he played with him and he DM'd him in Diablo 4? What does that have to do with Path of Exile?
Trying to push my build past pit 136. Spoiler alert, I don't. Meanwhile, Elon solo clears pit 140. I stop playing, go to China, play the PTR for Season 6, leave China, head back to South Korea, and a month later, Elon messages me about BattleNet lag. This mofo is still grinding Season 5. And what is he doing? He's still doing pits. At this point, he's up to pit 150, and he's trying to clear 151. For context, the highest pit clear for Druid in Season 5 was 154. The second highest was 152. And the third highest was 150. Finally, after nearly 2 months of grinding 10 plus hours a day, he concedes at pit 150. He even notes his degenerate behavior. He says, I put an embarrassing amount of time into it. From the few voice chats I had, play sessions, and DMing him back and forth.
Okay, interesting. But this is not about Diablo, it's about Path of Exile, I'm pretty sure. And then he says, Yeah, and then there's this DM where it's like, I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it. Even sure who are mysterious editors. These two guys, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Okay. That's like, I don't know why you got so mad about that. It doesn't make any sense. What, dude? I just feel like it's such a weird dig to have at somebody. It's a weird dig to have, like, oh, dude, you have bosses. Even if it was true, which is not, because it's his editors. What does that even mean anyway? What? He thought he was friends with Asmon, probably. Blue check mark. He is not his own man. The other one. Which one? You talking about this one? Here's me doing a world record AOZ clear.
Okay.
Okay, this is still Diablo. Okay, one, this is Diablo.
Elon thinks Asmon's YouTube editors are like newspaper editors that have sane content.
Okay. No disrespect again. Guys, this is 5 men. This is Diablo. And I'll say it again, this is Diablo, which means that like it's brother, like it's this shit.
One explosion guy. Okay. I cannot see it. Tell me when he's low.
Spam blink, spam potion, spam abilities. I feel there's not much there.
Is that?
Are you really dodging any skill shot? Are you really like circumventing anything? I think you're just walking in a straight line.
Thanks for the content XQCL.
Okay, great.
Alright. And he says, I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube playing it live with the world's best players. No other way. But while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Well, that's just not entirely true, but it's all good. Okay, Asmon isn't the best gamer. True. But I don't think that means anything, though. Anyway. Man, he's getting community load like crazy. Rank 12 Arms Warrior in Emerald. I don't know what that means. The accuser is proven fake is achievement in Poe.
I've been playing video games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
The Paragon board and the build, you're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing, to rise to the top.
Okay. Yeah, let's be honest. There's only a few innovators in terms of builds, okay? The rest, all they do is just copy. Okay, copy. People say, that's all people do. They copy. Not a lot of people actually theory craft and crunch the numbers down. Nobody does that shit. Okay, only a couple people.
You have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
Are you in the top 20 in the world or top 20 wow, in Diablo?
Yeah.
Shooting rockets into space, making e-vehicles, starting a new department of the government. I actually let myself think maybe he actually is an alien, because there's just no way, unless he's paying people to do it for him, which obviously he's not.
So let's start off with some context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, Trade League. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level.
Okay, what would he gain from lying about this? He's a trillionaire. Okay, you understand that like once you have a certain level of like when you have everything, right? A lot of like the things that you want is self-actualization and validation from people. A lot of people go for clout, whatever, right? In this scenario, I think he just wants public validation, feel good about himself. Okay, it's been proven in the past. People that have money and fame and whatever, when it comes down to personal achievements, sometimes they come close to the goal, right? Even if he did 90% of the work, I don't think he did it, but even if he did, right? It's a common thing where people will bridge the gap with like somebody else or some help that they're gonna hide or whatever, right? And bridge that gap. It happens a lot. It's a thing that people do. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Here's a great example of this. Everybody knows that Dream is actually very good at Minecraft. The guy's actually mechanically very good. He can do things with the crafting and jumping, whatever, that I can't do, that not a lot of people can do, right? But I still truly believe that he cheated in speedrunner. Because even though he's actually good, and if he spent 500 hours doing it, he would have probably gotten the record, right? He probably felt some sort of entitlement to having the record. He probably felt some type of way of like, I really want this, but I don't want to do all this time. So I think he cheated to bridge that gap between being able to do it and getting it. And I think that Elon Musk, it's not that he never played the game, is that he might have played a little bit or a good amount, and he bridged that gap with maybe an employee or somebody that boosted him, or some form of help that is account sharing. So not him. I'm not gonna say he cheated the whole way. He's a scumbag fuckhead. All I'm saying is that it's undeniable that there's a margin, whether small or massive, of just not him playing the game. That's it. Somebody else. That's it.
2 weeks into the league, when people are playing the game, literally, they're staying up 40 to 50 hours without sleeping, only playing Path of Exile, and...
Okay, you're saying, where's the proof? We're watching a video about it, and you can see it for yourself, and then we can start debunking if you want.
They are the most try-hard guys in the world. The highest ranked player on the Hardcore Trade League was level 93. Okay, and you're thinking about yourself, that's kind of close to 97. Every time you level it up, it becomes exponential.
Guys, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. The people on these leaderboards, okay, are not humans, okay? These games are designed for the most ill humans on Earth, okay? If you're on any leaderboard in this type of game, you're competing with people, okay, that have literally shaved 20 years off their lifespan to play long enough to get there, okay? People that are fucking dying to play the fucking video game, okay? It is that fucking bad. You're talking about times of time played that makes no sense to anybody out there. If you looked at what they're doing to make this happen, you would probably, one, you wouldn't believe it, and two, you would say they're accounted or whatever, right? It's like the most down to a crisp shit, and Elon Musk just can't do it.
Actually harder to gain experience.
I'm not trying to be rude or anything.
A lot harder. Okay, so these players, to get to 97,
it's
have
not
to be playing
humanly
the game
possible
every day for the majority of their day.
See, look.
Currently, what is their highest ranked player? They're level 97, same as Elon Musk. So, I mean, he effectively has been playing, pretty much just doing nothing except playing Path of Exile. So let's just go over some of the things that happened. So right away, we see Elon zone into his hideout, which is the area you do in-game content from. And he opens up his bank, and he goes to a tab called Elon's Maps, which immediately is a little bit of a red flag, because I don't know why you would refer to yourself in third person, but okay, he does that. Elon Musk didn't play Path of Exile 1. In Path of Exile 2, maps are actually called waystones. And he never actually refers to them as maps. He calls them...
Play another round here. This is a hard level. Waystone.
So it's just kind of weird that he's, again, called his tab Elon's Maps. So almost like someone who's a Path of Exile 1 veteran, you know, is kind of making that tab and be like, Elon, you know, there's a tab there called Elon's Maps. Grab your map out there. I've rolled them all for you. They're nice and easy. He then proceeds to walk up to his map device and go to put a map in. The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon, he's trying to click.
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
Chat. People that have played the amount of time, okay, that it would get to those levels, okay. People that play this game, okay, and when you go to this screen, I'm telling you, they could probably do this, okay, with the screen upside down, okay, with blindfolded, cross-armed, like actually fucking like tied to a rope, like brother, like these people are fucking, they're like rats.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of
They've done this 1,000 times.
the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is, and you know, we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period. There is no way you would do that? Why just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after a while, and then he realizes his mistake. We then get a look at his inventory. So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map and with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map.
Full bags!
Valuable items. You're going to go in and you're going to take those items and you're going to basically look through the good ones, keep the good ones, list them up for sale, and then truck away the trash ones. It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them. So now Elon zones into the map.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle via meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating monsters with his character. But what becomes obviously apparent...
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like, he's just running past Chaos Orb!
Chat. Guys, I don't play this game a lot, okay? But I'm going to assume that players that play this fucking game a lot have this, like, their brain is currently broken from playing too much. And all the items in the game don't appear in their actual vision, and the Chaos Orbs are like it's like a fucking like shining fucking diamond that like jumps in their face, or whatever, right? I'm just saying most items like they're like bricked, right?
Obviously apparent.
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like he's just running past Chaos Orbs. He just ran past the Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare. I have about 140 exalts. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs, just so you guys understand.
So in Path of Exile, the devs are these evil guys, and they talk about feeling the weight, and they effectively just drop tons and tons of items, and you have to know what to pick up. So what GGG have done, the people who make the game, they've made this system called loot filters, which gets rid of 90 to 95, even in some cases, like we're talking 98.
So you guys understand.
Devs are these evil guys. They effectively GGG have done, the people who make the game, they've made this system called loot filters, which gets rid of 90 to 95, even in some cases, like we're talking 98% of all loot that drops, because otherwise your screen is just cluttered, and you won't even notice when you get a good drop. It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a loot filter. Yet Elon Musk, the god gamer, he doesn't play with a loot filter. The only thing Elon does pick up are maps, because the default in-game loot filter highlights those. Those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground. Anyone who's been playing the game and is a complete expert, we're talking he's cleared thousands of maps, he's been playing that character for hundreds of hours, he's going to be pretty damn good at...
Chat, just to give you more context here, because he's talking to people that are probably good at the game. Like, this cycle of picking up items, picking up the correct ones, updating your gear, doing all the bullshit behind it, right? In order to get to that level in the game, you've done this like 5,000 times, like legitimately.
He's going to be pretty damn good at
you've done that cycle.
He gets to
like,
the boss,
brother.
He's fighting the boss, and I want to say for about 10 seconds, he sits there and he's out of mana. Mana is a resource in this
surprises.
Game where you need it in order to use your abilities. He just sits there, default attacking the boss without activating his mana flask. Anyone who's played the game and understands the character would understand, like, oh, I'm not doing any damage because I'm out of mana. Elon Musk takes 10 seconds. He then goes on to loot items off the ground. He starts dragging them into his bag. Like, I don't even know how to describe to you how painful that is to anyone who actually plays the game. And his bags are full, and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noob.
Guys, this is how I was looting it. Okay, when I first played the game for the first hour, and then I started doing better. Okay, guys,
plays the game.
This is what I was doing when I got the game.
And his bags are full, and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do this. I don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay. His settings on the map transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is not doing. Maps can effectively have different content on them, and that content will be signified by icons on the map. So it could be a map which has an expedition in it, a breach in it, or it could be corrupted. Elon starts looking through the atlas, and he finds a map with, I kid you not, 4 things on it.
4 things there. So this one has a real risk of dying.
4 things.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go against the commentary of these guys. Guys, his audience is probably like fucking ex-Normandies. Okay, ex-Normandies. Okay, if some grandpa on X is watching this, he's not gonna go, guys, this is a corrupt spectacle. Flying a rat modifier 6.4, guys. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's like 4 things.
What are those things?
Dude, 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
This one
You
has
are
a real risk of
not
dying.
this far in the game and calling it 4 things. Stop, bro. Dude, stop. Oh my god, I literally can't. He then goes on to say,
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but this is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and end-game bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do on one of his streams, where he just went into the end-game boss and died repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. One of his streams where he just went into the end.
Chat, guys, does the circle mean you have to go to the circles before it explodes?
Game boss and dive repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's doing some insanely hard thing, whenever he's literally doing something you do to effectively grind or farm. And if you thought this was bad, I did not even get to the worst part. In Path of Exile, gear has requirements to equip it, but that has nothing to do necessarily with how good it is. For example, one of the most powerful and best items in the game is a level 1 required to equip staff, which is maybe, I think, even the most meta build in the game right now. It's super, super broken, insane damage. And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
His weapon is, I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league. You cannot even buy it. Insane weapon.
These affixes are, I'd hate to say perfect, but they might be perfect.
Just the PvPS criteria on trade, we can see there's literally 1 staff in existence on the entire market. Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
Here I am, like, level 95.
That's max win.
My staff is only level 62. my helmet is level 56.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay.
Chat, I feel like basic human pattern
He's literally
recognition.
a cuck and unforgivable dead YR.
Chat, if you play the game enough, which I probably even just 10 hours, you would see that items trying to correspond to level or whatever. It's something that you don't even have to process. You just feel it. I would assume
only 56.
Amulet level 61. Ring is only level 48, 49. At least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket with 6 things. Yeah, tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore, you can get much better equipment.
In order for him to have insane gear, he has to understand how the economy works. He has to be basically trading.
Anyone who's played Path of Exile to the end game in a trade league knows that you have to trade in order to obtain what looks like some of the best gear pieces in the entire game. If we look at some of these player accounts, we can see what they have for trade. 700 plus items for sale, multiple divine items. You can see hundreds of divines worth of listed items. This is also someone from the top 10, rank number 4, Focus here, worth 50 divines alone. This is the number 1 guy. You can see he's hundreds of divines, again, worth of items, multiple mirrors, all these players. If we go to Elon's account, he's got only 21 items for sale, and they're all absolute garbage. It's clear he's really not making much money, or any money at all. So something I did notice last week, I did the same search because I was curious what he might have been selling, And I grabbed the screenshot, which I shared to my Discord, and it's this really crappy crossbow for 18 divines. So why is it listed for 18 divines, and where did it go? Is it possible he vendored it? Yes. Why was it listed for 18 divines? I don't really know. I don't want to fuel any conspiracy theories, but I have been made aware that RMT, typically they use legitimate listings that are far overpriced, and that is how they mask the transaction.
Chat, what is RMT, chat? Yeah, explain, chat, what is RMT? Real money trading?
Is legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, you know, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any...
Chat, would this be the equivalent, chat, of somebody bartering a Tarkov like red card for like some meds or some shit like that? Okay. Understood. I understand it now.
Transaction is legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, you know, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps blasting.
Okay. So the guy that would be selling it to him for real money listed it for a bandage or whatever, and they traded it, but they gave him money behind the scenes. That would be the RMT part.
While simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some...
Holy Chad, real and true.
While simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government, I don't know, some political bullshit. Okay, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
Oh no, he died. What the fuck?
Your check mark away. And so I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing. When I woke up, I had neither. Then I had the check mark. Then I had the check mark and the gaming thing. And now I only have the check mark. So just so we are all clear on what happened.
What's the gaming thing?
Go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither. Later, check mark. But no gaming tag.
The guy said he's a god gamer, but he's really a noob. I mean,
after that,
XQC does that every day.
Check mark and gaming tag. Now, check mark, no gaming tag. This is what's happened.
Kind of crazy to do all this stuff manually. You guys, I can't even get myself to fucking block people on fucking on Twitter. Like people that I'm actually mad at, I can't even get myself to fucking block them. Like, imagine going to the system and fucking removing check marks manually or whatever because of some, like, disagreement where you're clearly wrong. I find it to be a little bit odd. It's kind of scary almost.
Sig stream when?
Anyway, I'm on hundreds of streams. Asmongold is not good at video games. This is interesting. Yo. Message to Elon Musk. How about you stop proving yourself to these po noobs and rats, and you play a real man's game like Marvel Rivals? How about you come show us your Overwatch skills and like super online god gamer in Marvel Rivals #ad. No. My check mark is gone. Okay. Really, dude? Really? Live like that? Really?
You are my servant in XQCL.
Okay, well, I guess my beer has been documented. GG. I'm done.
4 years XQCL. Can I finally get my welcome to the jungle, Mr. Juicer? Would made my
He's not
day.
happy about the, probably not happy about the PoE video. He'll get over it. Listen. It was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up. Everybody was talking about this. Come on, man.
Guys, I feel like for those who play League, it's like if he boot up some League stream where he's like challenger, and then he's playing some game, and he says, yeah, so now I'm gonna build Infinity Thirster and Trinity Edge because they give a lot of magic resist and a lot of health pool. And then we're gonna go jungle with Vayne at level 1. Like, it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's just so far out.
Rogan.
Just like an actual
I feel like, again, people hate him for the dumbest fucking reasons.
True.
It is the dumbest fucking reasons. Like, I think that Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, and there's like 2 or 3 other people that everybody is so, like, they're so mad about. And I really think that, like, it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe somebody's not the Messiah, but they're not the devil either.
I actually agree with this. I agree with this. Okay. Guys, if you don't agree with this, chat, I mean, you're part of the problem. You're part of the people that are, like, radicalized and only hate blindly, always. I think it's okay to have a head on your shoulders sometimes and say, this hate is warranted. This hate is a little over the top. Okay, it's like if you see like some guy you don't like, right? And he orders 4 hot dogs, each 3.5, and throws half of a hot dog in the garbage. Dude, this waste of space, human wasting food, disgusting. What a bitch ass. What a moron. What a sucker. It's like, okay, roll. Okay, yeah, the guy might be a fucker and all that, but I think that part of criticism is not. It's not. It's kind of over the top. No.
This as well, where he is on the side of pirate. I think that Asmongold's knowledge for World of Warcraft, I would probably side with him. If he's defending pirate here, I think I would over Soda. I think Asmon actually has more experience. But the only issue is I don't think they're farming mounts here while just reading chat. So because they're actually playing the game on this, I think I'd probably go with Soda Poppet's commentary, I think, over Asmongold's. But
watching Elon playing, and I was kind of sus about this too. I was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna think about this or be like super like, oh yeah, this is what.
Guys, I'm not gonna turn you guys into fucking like bullshit Stan Andes, okay? Stop saying I'm a bootlicker, okay? It's like when everybody says, this guy's a fucker, this guy's a fucker, and somebody says, this guy's a pedo, and everybody says, you know what? True. And there's like nothing that says anything about him. I think that's just fucking weird. I don't like it. It's a practice I can't get behind. I don't like it.
What's happening or not. But like whenever I saw him fighting Abattoir, no, Abattoir is fucking, that is Diablo. Fighting the Arbiter of Ash, and then he stood in front of the beam and died. I was like, that's interesting. You know, maybe it's Starlink lag, but like it doesn't seem like that a whole lot. But yeah, Elon's a psycho. So many stories like this. Well, I think that we deserve, if he wants an apology, we deserve, if you really played the game, play through the campaign again. Play through the campaign again, explain the systems in the game, and do it live. And you've got to have a face cam. You got to do it. You did it before. You did it before with Diablo. Diablo's not, it's not so hard, right? But that, yeah, stream it. Yep, you got to stream the whole thing. Yep, not on X. Yeah, and tell me ahead of time so I can react to it.
And they're like, wait a minute. Wait, was that like... What? Maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe Asmongold wasn't pointing it. Based on the outcome of what's happening right now, maybe Asmongold didn't want to talk about it because he knew Elon would have a meltdown because he knew Elon's a little soy boy, better cuck bitch, bro. But now I'm starting to wonder, like, wait a minute.
Interesting. Anyway. I find it kind of crazy, chat, that it's the people that are like the right wing, do your own research, that will not do the research about this and just fucking glaze nonstop without even looking at anything. Let's keep it a buck.
I said Elon hit me up and was asking if I'd want to post clips and videos on Twitter. Do y'all think it's a good idea? It would probably make separate account for it for monetization. He says that's cool, lol. I know he asked XQC before too, but I hadn't seen any similar content creators get crazy numbers doing that. People are free to repost as much as they want. I feel the opportunity is there. We would have already started spamming clips and videos on TikTok. There are already some repost clips that get a lot of views. Maybe you can tell people to do it in the next stream, and then we can see how it goes. Exactly. So this is the conversation we had. Yeah, this is the... There it is. Seems like you need their approval, no? Well, I would need their approval in a way, because I wouldn't want to sign them up for an activity that they didn't sign up for. So, like, if they're my editors and they be the ones uploading the clips, then, of course, I would want to make sure and check with them before I sign them up for an activity that I haven't, like, of course.
Interesting, yeah. That makes sense, yeah.
Why would this guy is like one of those dudes, like in leather, tied up, you know, like he's like a gimp, right? He's like
interesting, yeah.
Like he's a personification of like a gimp on Twitter, and all he does is eat Elon's ass, and Elon replies to him and agrees with him all the time, and it's like, bro, this is not a human.
Yeah, it's why I had this fucking dumbass like blocked. See, it says relevant people over here. Oh man, you cannot make this up, dude. This is just. If this was the other link, you would see that he's there as blocked, and he still appears there somehow.
This is not a human being. This is like an ass-eating gimp suit wearing fucking bozo clown.
The guy's a clown as fuck.
He will literally say anything if whatever he thinks Elon will like is what he will type. That is it. Like, it's not even a person. He is a machine learning algorithm of how to, like, eat Elon Musk's ass the best. And you agree with this guy and reply, like, really?
I don't think this behavior is, like, beyond redemption. Like the cheating and POE, it's bullshit, whatever, right? There's a way to like wiggle out of it and just kind of move on with your life, or whatever. But I can't believe they choose to die on those hills, guys. It's like this pirate guy. Why do they choose to die on those hills? I don't get it.